Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day.
You think darkness is your ally? Or you merely adopted the dark? I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping it up, no problem, you're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights, I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
People ask me, when does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet Teofimo Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Cambosis, and the takeover was down!
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Do you feel in charge?
Could have fought anybody. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
This is Sparta!
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotions.
The boxing voice is on. 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 The boxing voice is on.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world.
I'm happy, not angry, I'm passionate.
The WBC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I think you're a great fighter. And
I know that already.
They say, oh, the Charlos ain't fought nobody. Duh, because they don't want to fight us. Fighters, come on, step up, we with that shit. Come on, let's get it. Like I said, I went to the top already. I seen the bottom before. At the top, I seen the bottom. I went back down to the bottom and shot back the fuck back up. Now what they mad at me for? It's not like old school boxing. We're the best, fight the best no more. It's about politics. It's about who you know, who you are, if you got a crowd behind you. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. And we stand by lines only, just like we made this up. We gonna ride with it. We gonna ride with it till the day we die.
Jamal Charlo.
SDS Promotions.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick.
Yeah?
Yeah, prick. Come on, get him out of here.
Okay, you're getting out of
Yeah,
here.
move him out of here.
SDS Promotions.
Seriously, and fucking fighting's the game. His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's going to annihilate your daughter.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
The heavyweight champion of the world, the greatest fighter that's ever lived, ever laced a pair of boxing gloves on, ever stood in a boxing arena. Me, the Gypsy King.
Fury under the hands of Sugar Hill is just a different beast. He's a different monster.
Joshua's a coward. Usyk's a pussy, and Dylan White don't want to fight.
So if you can prove me wrong, get to fucking fighting. These are all coward bumdossers. I'll annihilate the lot of yous and destroy yous. Submit yous. Tap you bitches out.
Fury's just too intelligent. When he has to box, he boxes. When he's got a triple jab, he triple jabs.
If he holds a handful of stones and throws them at me, he may have a chance of landing something. Chicken! Chicken! Joshua! Where are you? Where are you, AJ? AJ! Dylan White's a bitch. I want to see you. You've got to fight me anyway.
Taking supernatural strength. Fury throwing it over again. And that's it. It's over. Russell Moore waves it off.
SDS Promotions.
I'm going to smash your face in too. There's not one thing you can do about it.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping it up, no problem, you're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights, I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
People ask me, when does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet Teofimo Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Campbell, and the takeover was down!
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Do you feel in charge?
Could have fought anybody. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
This is Sparta!
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotions.
The boxing voice is on. 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 The boxing voice is on.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world.
I'm happy, not angry, I'm passionate.
The WBC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I think you're a great fighter. And
I know that already.
They say, oh, the Charlos ain't fought nobody. Duh, because they don't want to fight us. Fighters, come on, step up, we with that shit. Come on, let's get it.
Like I said, I went to the top already. I seen the bottom before. At the top, I seen the bottom. I went back down to the bottom and shot back the fuck back up. Now what they mad at me for?
It's not like old school boxing, where the best fight the best no more. It's about politics. It's about who you know, who you are, if you got a crowd behind you.
Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
If we stand by lines only, just like we made this up, we gonna ride with it. We gonna ride with it till the day we die.
Jamal, Charlo.
SDS Promotions.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick.
Yeah?
Yeah, prick. Come on, get him out of here.
Okay, you're getting out of here.
Yeah, move him out of here.
SDS Promotions.
Fury's the name, and fucking fighting's the game. His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's going to annihilate your daughter.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
The heavyweight champion of the world, the greatest fighter that's ever lived, ever laced a pair of boxing gloves on, ever stood in a boxing arena. Me, the Gypsy King.
Fury, under the hands of Sugar Hill, is just a different beast. He's a different monster.
Joshua's a coward. Usyk's a pussy. and Dylan White don't want to fight. So if you can prove me wrong, get to fucking fighting. These are all coward bumdossers. I'll annihilate the lot of yous and destroy yous. Submit yous. Tap you bitches out.
Fury's just too intelligent. When he has to box, he boxes. When he's got a triple jab, he triple jabs.
If he holds a handful of stones and throws them at me, he may have a chance of landing something. Chicken! Chicken! Joshua! Where are you? Where are you, AJ? AJ! Dylan White's a bitch. I want to see you. You've got to fight me anyway.
Taking supernatural strength. Fury throwing it over.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay, but you know we had to have a subliminal conversation because Jardín wasn't actually there, but they were there in spirit, and we exhaled them in smoke, and we have to just show love, you know, to the #1 dispensary here in Las Vegas for making sure that we wake and bake properly. You know what I'm saying? But Danielle, how are you? Danielle, Yellow Lucin Earth.
What up, champ? I'm good, man. Buenos dias.
Buenos
great.
dias,
Shout
man.
out to Jardín. Shout out to Bonix, man. He's DJing for Jeezy tonight.
What?
Yeah.
Not the Jeezy.
Jeezy, Snow Man.
Where, here?
Yeah, Dre's.
I might have to try to get to that.
Yeah.
It is Thursday. Jeezy's like, yo, The Recession was such an influential album for me.
I didn't know you was a big Jeezy guy.
I'm not.
Okay.
I listened to what he had, like 104, maybe 102, and then it was The Recession that did it. That shit hit hard. He was, that was nice. It was a nice album, man.
No, for sure, for sure.
Real. But we're here to discuss Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Bud Crawford have both agreed, according to Steve Kim, formerly of ESPN. He used to work for ESPN. He does a podcast with Mario Lopez, you know, from E! Entertainment. You older men might know him as AC Slater.
From Saved by the Bell.
Oh my God, how do you know that?
Bro, I used to watch that shit every fucking morning.
On rerun?
Bro, yeah, they used to have the shit on.
What, like Nickelodeon?
Nah, TBS, bro. Like, I'd have Mike and Mike in the radio.
Damn, my man had TBS on.
Yeah, I'd have Mike and
What
Mike.
channel isn't that like, wait, don't help me. I know it's broadcast. What does TBS stand for? I used to remember, they had a little slogan back in the fucking 60s. Yeah, I wasn't even born then, but I'm acting like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not really sure.
What are you not sure about, bro? What are you not sure? So let's start with this. Do we believe Steve Kim?
I'm talking about
I think he's credible enough. I think he's been in this business long enough. Go ahead, I'm sorry. I seem to be cutting you off.
Yeah, no. I was saying I'm not sure about the what TBS was standing for.
Turner Broadcasting.
Boom! I promise you, I was gonna say Turner and I got afraid.
I thought it was
But
TNT.
I didn't know it was is it System?
Yeah, it's System.
Jesus! Someone said it in the channel. Oh wow, all of you guys know that. Okay.
Bro, people acting surprised like I know Saved by the Bell. I literally saw.
I'm surprised.
Bro,
honestly, because
I literally saw the whole fucking thing. I saw the motherfuckers go to Hawaii, get married. I saw them
I am super shocked.
Bro,
because
I saw them fucking work at the beach house over the summer. Like, I seen it all.
I mean, it's just shocking because there's other stuff from that era that you're like, huh? But let me just say this. Actually, let me not just say it. Let me actually pull it up properly. That's why I'm getting the reading specs on. Because we're going to keep it in Saved by the Bell, right? Saved by the Bell. Let me see if they give me a list of actors.
Bro, Bougie said the gas got you forgetting your glasses.
Yeah, no, I mean, I only put them on to read, bro. If Bo wants me to wear them all the time, I need to read them. I don't want to wear them all the time because it fucks with your eyes. I just need them to read.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I've been telling you a bit off there how my eyes been bothering me now.
Yeah, it's time, huh?
Bro.
That's crazy, bro. You're young as fuck.
Yo, it's crazy.
I used to pride myself. On being 2020.
Me too.
Like, I used to brag, like, I'm fucking 2020. I can read from here all the way over there.
You know, it's funny.
And I still can read far. I just can't read close now.
It's funny because 2020 isn't even the best vision.
Get out of here.
It's not even like the best you can get.
Oh.
It's 2015.
Pause that. I found what I was looking for. So obviously we all know Saved by the Bell. And, you know, Elizabeth Berkley, she wasn't really a hit on the show. But I feel like coming up, if you watch Saved by the Bell, you had to have watched this movie Showgirls. I know you're too young. The both of you are too young.
Yeah, I definitely ain't
But
see
this
Showgirl.
this movie, Showgirl. There goes a little trailer. This movie, Showgirls, it did it for any Saved by the Bell fan because she was a straight whore in this movie.
Oh, wow.
No, she was fucking like, I want to make it to the top, and I will fuck my way to the top if I have to.
She was a little attention seeker in Saved by the Bell.
And she was a
that
fucking
Jesse
attention.
Spano.
She was,
that Jesse Spano was.
Take
Yes,
it down,
she was.
take it down, take it down. She was an
I
attention
remember.
grabber in this one, let me tell you. And she got, I don't know how they did it because I bet you we watch it now and she didn't even get naked. Let me see if this is rated R.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see my boy.
Oh my God, it's NC-17.
There you go.
Holy shit.
That means that the director might have been James Cameron. That's how good he is. He made a movie that was for 17 and over. I promise you, this movie is kind of memorable in the sex scenes that never happened. Like, she's such a fucking, she's like exuberating fucking just sex appeal. It's just like oozing off of her in this movie. But look, no one liked it. It's only 4.9 stars. But if you're a hornbag, you're going to love it.
You think it was maybe a bit much for the era?
It was way too much. Because that's what it was.
What year was that?
1995. That's what it was, bro.
Man, fuck that. What year did Booty Call come out? Booty Call, I know, came out.
No, but that was so funny. That wasn't this wasn't a comedy. This was like a drama.
Because I know, I've seen some older films where it was like, they get a little provocative with it.
Oh, look, he says she showed her titties. I did not remember that.
She showed her tits.
No, I'm
Okay.
telling you, she did dances in that movie to men, and like she like used her sex appeals. Like she probably showed a lot of, you know, Beverly Hills women how to like be a gold digger, basically, like how to use that body to get where they wanted to go. But anyway, back to Steve Kim. Do you believe him? I am going to say
Hold on.
Okay.
So hold on.
So it's him that doesn't want to get the boxings, FYI. I tried.
Yeah, just really quick. Yeah, Booty Call was 97. Really quick.
Is that the one with Don't Help Me, Jamie Foxx and Tommy Davidson?
Double yes.
Okay,
Double
I
yes.
can confirm the Jamie. But
you don't know Davidson. That was like one of the best comedians of that
like,
era.
maybe if you pull him up, I know
Skinny,
his face.
The dude that didn't get no pussy. The dude that was trying to. The dude that. Because Jamie was with Vivica Fox.
Right. I got you. Yes. Really quick, fellas, before we do.
Look, they said she showed more than just titties. So I knew it. It's
Before
crazy.
we get to the topic,
when he said it was 17 and over, I'm like, wow, because I remember that movie being like crazy for me as a kid. Like, okay, I want to watch this again.
Yo, so really quick, before we move forward, gentlemen, rate them: Lisa Turtle, Jesse Spano, and Kelly Kapowski.
I gotta pull them up, man. I'm not that good with names.
Say the two names.
The girls from Saved by the Bell. Lisa was the one that Screech was obsessed with. Jesse is obviously the girl you
No,
just
well,
showed.
obviously Tiffany was always the best, but I know you're going for Lark Voorhees.
Who the fuck
Let me
is
get a
that?
screen share.
Who the fuck is that?
So this is Danny's. He's gonna say she was the best looking because he only dates African American
It's not
women.
true, bro.
Yeah, right.
Hey, rest in peace to Dustin Diamond.
I'm gonna say Tiffany. She's already like looks like my woman now. I'm gonna say Tiffany, but I slept with Elizabeth. No, but that's it, right? Am I missing anybody here?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Kelly, bro, it was something about Kelly on that show.
Which? Oh yeah, so Tiffany.
Yeah,
Kelly
sure,
Kapowski.
Yep.
I love Lisa though. She was cool. She aged pretty well. I bet you she's done nothing since then.
You don't think so?
Nothing. Bro, I'm a movie dude.
I mean, yeah,
nothing
you
worth
saying nothing-
talking about.
nothing
Look, known for. That's all. That's it, bro. Oh, she was in How High.
Good.
How unforgettable. Anyway, moving on to Steve Kim. Let's go to his Instagram first of all, because, you know, even though we put the tweet, shout out to Jemmy, the killer, we put the tweet in the thumbnail for those that don't know, but we will go to his Instagram. And here he is on Instagram saying big hashtag boxing news. This was 22 hours ago. And obviously this was yesterday. Right when we finished our show is when I realized it. So he did this during our show. And he says, I'm being told that both Errol Spence and Terence Crawford have agreed that today is Wednesday. So I don't know if he meant that day that he was told is today Wednesday, or that day is Wednesday. I don't know, but that was yesterday. This is what it is. I haven't seen any majors jump on this. Like usually a Coppinger would now contact his sources and be like, as first reported by Steve Kim, Errol Spence, is in fact, And I didn't see that, but again, Steve made it to the heights of ESPN. You know, he does a podcast called the 3 Knockdown Rule with Mario Lopez, who is AC Slater and an A. Okay, I may be stretching the truth here, but an A-list celebrity. You know, and
George, you're nodding. Are you nodding in agreement?
Yeah, dude. He's like a host of ETV.
Yeah.
As soon as you're like E! News Nightly, you're A-list.
Yeah, because everyone knows you because the stars watch you. So, you know, even though he didn't do big movies, like, you know, that's how, what's my man named? Terrence J. Hall. Am I saying that right? The dude who had the dreads, he was with Free. That's how he got big. No, yeah, it's him, right?
I don't know.
Remember Free on 106 in Park?
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, Terrence.
Yeah.
That's how he got big. That's how he got big. He started doing E, then he got big movies too. I think he had one movie with Kevin Hart. Didn't he get a movie with Kevin Hart?
He's the Empire King now. He's like the star of Empire, like one of the best shows, isn't he?
No, wrong Terrence Howard. Unless he's saying the wrong name. Because not Terrence Howard that made it all the way to fucking Marvel. Not that Terrence Howard. That's A-lister. You know, he became a superhero. He's a fucking A-lister.
Who you talking about?
Bro, let's see if the chat knows what I'm talking about.
Because clearly I'm getting some.
They talking about AJ. See, it's AJ. Oh, who's it? Terrence J.
Okay.
Whatever Bo said. I guess that's it. But anyway.
Oh, okay, I see him now.
So back to the topic at hand, Danny. Do you believe Steve Kim?
Bro, a lot of people in the chat was saying that he was trolling. Like when we first brought it up, they're like, damn, so the title wasn't clickbait. Y'all actually doing a show on this? He was just trolling. And then I saw other people in the chat saying that he was trolling.
Well, that would be unfortunate for a person who is a journalist to be playing like that.
Was there like a follow-up? Like, was there something that we missed for those people in the chat that did say?
I mean, I don't see him saying anything in his comments about it, you know. So well, maybe it is. Maybe people are like, no. Yeah, everyone is laughing in his comments.
Yeah, so I don't know, champ. I'm not really
Well,
certain.
I mean, I assumed that it was real, and I want to believe Kim. Maybe he was playing. I don't know. Do you make jokes on Hump Day?
Supermax literally said, Ness, I know you're playing, but damn, you're going too far to pretend you don't know sarcasm. Like, bro, we both read the tweet, and we're like, why would he say that today is Wednesday? Like, what does he mean by that? And Ness gives me the phone, and I'm looking at the tweet, and I was like, oh, he's being told that, you know, and I'm saying that, you know, is today, so that Errol Spence and Terrence have agreed today is Wednesday.
Well,
did it make sense? Did it make sense?
Let's assume he is joking.
Okay.
Which again would be unfortunate.
They're
when you have
Brian Custer broke the news with the Danny interview when he did the Danny Garcia interview
and said what?
I don't know. That's the third comment.
Send me a clip.
Yeah,
Custer does YouTube. Send me the clip. YouTube allows you to clip a minute of the interview. Do that, bro. Don't send me the fucking interview and expect me to go through that whole hour live.
Yeah, because
looking for it.
Clearly, there's something there.
I'm trying to tell you that even if he was joking, I still believe it's true based off this, bro. When's the last time Earl and Terence have said some shit to each other negatively? Go ahead, I'll wait.
No, it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute.
When's the last time you seen Terence, who's been very vocal in this situation, saying, get your tail out your butt, Spence signed a contract? None of that, bro. And we all know no news is always good news. And if neither one of those men are bickering, and I was told anyway that the holdup, is whatever Terence had, they're trying to make sure whatever.
Oh.
What?
Somebody's saying that they both agreed yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today's Thursday, yesterday was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
That they both agreed that yesterday was Wednesday.
Oh, that's the joke.
I guess. I don't know. So yeah, champ, I mean,
What?
Did we read it wrong? Like,
yes. But who does that? Who does that? That's fucking insane. No, read it now. I get it. Yo, shout out to Harading. I don't care. They can laugh at me. I'm sponsored by Harading, so I forgot. I don't care. Yo, I get it now. Look.
Can you pull that tweet back up?
Don't even pull it up. That's such... He's an asshole.
We did a show on this shit.
This deserves a smoke break. No fucking way. Basically, yo, they're gonna him and his little friends are gonna get a kick out of this. Let me tell you, it's over, bro. So both Spence and Earl have agreed that today is Wednesday.
Well,
now you
yesterday.
get it.
Yeah.
A fucking asshole. Bro. Yo, you know what? You're a fucking asshole. That might be why you lost your ESPN job. Anyway, moving forward.
Damn.
No, because that's some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Wow. That's crazy. Hopefully we got some interviews to save the day.
Let me see. Let's see what we got.
What in the fuck?
Okay, we're supposed to have two.
Okay.
Smoke weed every day.
Yo, luckily for that, you don't get upset at these things, man. You just go on, trucking.
Bro, how'd nobody catch that? You didn't catch it, I didn't catch it, Jemmy ain't catch it.
Mind you, I think I sent Jemmy the whole tweet too. yo, that's insane, yo. Somebody said you couldn't decipher the Da Vinci Code. I needed to call Nicolas Cage, man. Oh God.
Wait, I thought
yo, Rob said, "Oh shit, I thought you might have had some sort of twist up your sleeve." Yeah, the twist was that I fucking believed that it was true because, again, Earl and Terence aren't out here, beefing with each other the way that they normally were in the past couple of months. So again, I'm still going to be optimistic. Hopefully they're right in the chat about whatever Brian Custer revealed in his Danny Garcia interview. Wow, man. That's fucking insane right now. Yo, hilarious. Oh, man. Let me see here. We got some super chats.
Bro, we done had this topic for like 18 hours at least.
No, it was there. No one DM'd me. I scheduled this last night. But it's cool. It is what it is. Listen, I mean, let me tell you something. Our mistake has us with 667 people live. I mean, you know, we're not upset.
Shout out to Steve Kim.
Thank you. Moving forward, though,
George, you could zoom out just a tad from my face.
Yeah, Danny.
Damn, Danny's trying to make you the same size. Now look, you shrunk.
You could text me that. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Say that on camera.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
We like no like on air, you know,
interruptions.
I don't know. It says the first guest should be here. Trainer at a Jerron Ennis's gym. Okay. What name is this man have? Yo, he said a trainer.
Greg Hackett.
A trainer out of Jerron Ennis gym.
That's his name. That's Greg Hackett.
Okay. Is that Jahar Hackett's? No. What's the other kid from Top Rank's name?
From Top Rank?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know no kid from Top Rank.
What? Uh-oh. Shout out to Ray Jackson sent me the clip. I hope you didn't send it to my personal. Let me see this. All right, you did right. You sent it to the DM of the Boxing Voice. So I'm telling you, Steve Kim's troll might have led us somewhere because it seems there is some Danny Garcia breaking news on the Brian Custard interview. And here we go. Where are we? All right, we'll pause that. Start it over. That's all the way raised. Can we get a screen share? He says, Danny Garcia reflects on what happened the night when he fought Errol, and also Brian Custard just leaked the fight date between Spence and Crawford.
You mentioned the Errol Spence. It has been, basically a year and a half since we seen you in that fight. You know, Errol was coming off the car accident, and I remember when we had talked before that, you said, man, I'm catching this guy right at the right time. When you look back on that fight and you looked at the video, what happened that night? What do you think happened that night?
You know, it was just, I don't know.
I ain't let my hands go.
I felt good going into the fight. I felt like I had a great training camp. But, you know, he's a great fighter. You know, everything looks easy from the outside. But I felt it was a great competitive fight, to be honest. You know, we on the punch stats, we both landed the same amount of power punches. And like I said, the difference in the fight was just the jabs. And that was it. But other than that, I felt like it was a great competitive fight and back and forth action. And it happened with two champions going at it. And, you know, the result was the result.
What do you think about him not only coming back from that accident, fighting you, and then going right to Ugas, in the way he's looked since the accident?
No, he's looking good. You know, he's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. So, yeah, what he did to Ugas, that was crazy because he kind of punished him. I didn't think he was going to do that like that. You know, he basically beat him every round, beat him down every round. And that's just to show you, you know, he's a great champion. You can't take nothing away from him.
Listen, your perspective on this is great. And I can't wait to hear your perspective on this because you've been in the ring with Errol. Now, you know, he's agreed to fight Bud Crawford. That looks like it's going to go.
I mean, that's good enough, right? Agreed. It makes Kim's tweet real.
Down in October. You fought and beat Bud Crawford, if I'm not mistaken. Twice.
Where, though? Did he see?
And beat Bud Crawford. That looks like it's going to go down in October.
Oh, go down in October.
You fought and beat Bud Crawford, if I'm not mistaken, twice in the amateurs. How do you think that fight's going to?
Okay, so, I mean, we always thought October. That was always the original date, October 29th. That was the leaked date. But Brian Custer obviously doubled down on that. So maybe Steve Kim was playing with the truth, trolling with the truth. Because obviously Custer's saying Errol has agreed to go down, you know, and it's going to go down in October. That doesn't obviously, you know, say that Terence has. But if it's going down in October, maybe Terence had already agreed as well.
I think he said that they've agreed, that they've both agreed. So
I thought I heard. Okay.
Go back to it. Go back to it. It's at the end.
Go back to it.
Crawford, that looks like it's going to go down in October. Listen, your perspective on this, I can't wait to hear your perspective on this because You've been in the ring with Errol. Now, he's agreed to fight Bud Crawford. That looks like it's going to go down in October. You
see? He's agreed. Looks like it's going to go down in October. We're good on the screen share. All right, so that's our poll. Bo, are you available? The poll should be Errol Spence. No. Okay. Do we believe they have both agreed? And the fight is happening in October 29th. Let's stick with the original leak date. What do you think?
Was it?
And then we can do an option like, yeah, I agree. I believe they agreed, but I think it's happening in November. Yes, I agree they agreed. I believe they agreed, and I believe it's happening October 29th. No, I don't think they agreed. Steve Kim is trolling. Errol Spence and Terence are bullshitting to make this fight happen.
That might be too long for an option, but
I know. But you got to say the truth. But we need a fourth option.
No,
because
that ain't the truth, though. I mean,
What?
if the fight happens and they just haven't agreed yet.
No. What's the truth is what I just said, Danny, because if they have no agreement, both Earl and Crawford are bullshitting.
No, I'm just saying because you get what I'm saying? There'd be a lot of small print in those contracts, so it may be a matter of sending shit back and forth. I mean, you yourself recently had to deal with the contract, and you saw how long that took, so you get what I'm saying? I think
I also worked during that contract being formulated. Secondly, fighters also agree verbally and don't sign their boxing contract sometimes till the night of the fight, and that's on record.
That is true.
So again, if they've agreed in principle, we could get an official announcement without a contract
that's what
signing.
I'm saying. They might have agreed on all the major shit, and now it's just the small little details being worked out.
Well, what's the option then? Give them the option. We need a poll.
I mean, you gave.
I'm not doing it. Bo's doing it.
Right. I'm saying you gave the 3 options. I think.
No fourth? Do you even remember my 3?
I mean, you said yes. I think it'll happen October 29th.
That's
yes,
right.
I think it'll happen November. Yeah, and then you said no. I don't think they have agreed on the fight. So
and what about? I agree. I believe they have agreed.
No date set.
I was gonna be more like, it won't be October, November. Like I believe they agreed, but it won't be October, November, because it could be December. Remember, some people do pay-per-views in that December 5th, 4th date.
Yeah.
And if they don't do pay-per-views, they definitely have big fights on those dates.
No, I mean, you are correct. We saw Tank go the first weekend in December last year on pay-per-view.
And I think Canelo went on in December one time.
Canelo went in December against Rocky Fielding, but that was regular DAZN.
I mean, it wasn't regular. It was the inaugural for DAZN, wasn't it? Or for DAZN USA, because they did that in New York. It was big. Canelo just signed the 365.
I mean, it might have been like, the inaugural like Canelo fight, not like the inaugural DAZN or Matchroom fight. Or
I think it was their first.
It was still Golden Boy. He was still with Golden Boy at the time.
But wasn't it their first?
Matchroom USA? No.
Yeah.
No. That was in Chicago.
With Casco?
Well, Jesse Vargas was main event against Delorme. McCaskill.
Vargas, man, what's up with him? He lives out here. I thought he was a politician, bro. Need to get in studio, Jesse. You want them votes? What's up with you? Just saying.
I don't know. I haven't really seen much of him since the fight.
Me neither. I mean, these guys take long vacations. What we got to guess?
We got him in. Yep.
Who?
Greg Hackett.
Oh, it's Zoom.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Bring him on there.
Greg, how are you? Good morning. You got to unmute, champ.
What's going on? My bad.
No worries, man. Good morning. Thank you for coming on. How are you?
Good morning. Appreciate y'all. I'm doing all right. How about y'all?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. I think you trained my little man, or at least work with him. Oh my God, I gotta go to my Instagram because I'm gonna forget his name. He in his Instagram is Badlands Ethan, right? Ethan, don't you work with Ethan sometimes?
Yeah, I work with Ethan sometime.
That's my guy, man. I've been following him for a while. He reminds me of a young Danny Garcia with that little left hook he got, man.
Yeah, he's a strong kid. He stay in good shape.
So, Greg, man, introduce yourself to our audience. Let them know, let's start with your beginning, man. How'd you get into the sport?
Greg Hackett, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I got into boxing, just, getting caught up in the streets, fighting, stuff like that. My mom suggested I go to the gym. At 12 years old, I've been in and out of the gym since then. I'm saying in and out because sometimes, I had to do what I had to do to make some money or whatever. I had my first son when I was 20 years old, stuff like that, turned pro at 21, but I always been around the sport, always been around the gym, even when I couldn't, actually train. That's it. Philadelphia, you know what it is.
So when did you decide to become a trainer?
I started training fighters in 2012. It was the winter of 2012. I started working with some amateurs at the gym because, I seen that some of them wasn't getting some attention. So I started messing around with them, and then I started training pros in 2013.
So obviously, just to get everything out, because I know people will ask this either in the comment section or, post interview. Why do you feel you're going to be a good trainer when some will look at your record and obviously say, how could he teach someone if he wasn't as successful as a professional fighter themselves? And obviously I'm speaking for the comment section because I know, I know Freddie Roach wasn't a champion. Ronnie Shields wasn't a champion. Derrick James wasn't a champion. But I'm just saving, the time and getting every question out.
Phil Jackson wasn't a star at all.
Exactly.
One of the greatest, and he coached one of the greatest basketball players ever. Customato didn't fight. He would be around the gym, trained a little bit, but he never fought. He trained one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. So it's just, that's just people's opinion when they say things like that. But that has nothing to do with my brain, and how my brain works. I didn't take too much damage in my career, even with the losses. The losses is just the outcome of the fight based on, the situation. I got called in a lot of times on short notice. I fought guys in their hometown. Even though I'm from Philly, I only fought in Philly 2 times. Out of 24 fights.
But Greg, why would you take these fights though? I'm going through your record and I'm looking at these names of the people. I know these dudes. Like, why would you take these fights if you weren't ready? Like, what? Give me the story. Give me and my audience the story. Put us in your situation so that we can understand. Like, maybe it was a dark time, but like, I'm looking at this like you fought Donnell Livingston. 2 fights later, you in there with Alontes Fox and Jared Hurd. After that, it's like, when did you decide? Let me pump the brakes. I'm getting opportunity. Let me focus on me and get right because I could beat these guys.
So I'm gonna tell you, I'm my own worst enemy. And what I mean by that is, I always did things, my way, kind of my way, because when I try to do things other people's way, I didn't like how it was going or I didn't like the way it turned out. With that being said, I got caught up in a time in my life where it was like, I had to turn pro. I had to start making money because I wasn't never the best drug dealer. You understand? I wasn't the best gangster. I wasn't out here taking money from people and stuff like that. My heart, that's not what my heart possesses. I always been a fighter. What people don't understand about boxing is everybody think they educated on boxing now because Mayweather start talking about A side, B side, stuff like that. These are conversations that wasn't being had until that time. So I thought when they would call these fights, I thought they was calling this shit fair. I didn't know you would go into the fight already losing the fight when you walk into somebody's backyard. Also, it wasn't too many managers around. The managers that we had around at the time, they was kind of playing the favorite game. They would pick the favorite fighters or they would pick the popular fighters, which now I understand why. It was just a time where, I'm like, all right, well, I got to get out here and fight. Another thing is when I would try to get fights at 147 pounds, stuff like that, nobody would fight me. I couldn't get the even fights. You know what I mean? So I would fight at 54. I would fight at 60. And that's how those fights would happen. You know what I mean? And then when I got to like the middle of my career, after like probably like 9 fights, I kind of said, fuck it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go in there and definitely try to win, but it's definitely for the money now. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't even really look at it like, all right, I'm gonna try to turn my record around because nobody would give me a shot. You know what I'm saying? You can't, one thing I learned about boxing, you can't make somebody fight you. You know what I mean? These fights that we're seeing is not because the fighters won them, it's because the promoters won them. You know what I mean? When you understand the business. I mean, just to make it short for you.
Absolutely, man. That definitely hit hard. It's not when we want them, it's because the promoters want them. So that is something. I mean, right now, today's topic, we're talking about the fact that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford have allegedly agreed. We just heard an interview with Danny Garcia, who's from Philadelphia. He was doing an interview with Brian Custard where he leaked the information that Errol has agreed and that the fight's happening in October. So it's like you said, it's finally the time where the promoters want it, because obviously Errol and Terence could have unified so long ago, one belt apiece.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like boxing is just like entertainment business. You know what I mean? Movies get made 2 years before they come out. Albums get made a year before they come out. And people don't understand that. So when the fans be yelling,
damn, that's a good point. That is a good point, man.
When the fans be yelling back and forth about, this guy's scared of that guy, it's not true. It's just the fact that it's not time. It's not time for the promoters to put it out. They look at it like albums. They look at it like movies. You know what I'm saying? That's just exactly what it is.
Damn, you dropping some gems. I like the phrases that you're using. You're right. The analogies, the metaphor, because you're right. An artist goes in there. Bruh, it's who was it? Kendrick to say he's sitting on like 500 songs on the phone that he can't unlock, or it was Drake. So I get what you're saying. Yeah. What do you think about that fight though? I know rumor is October 29th. Do you believe that? Because you're in that Jerron Ennis gym, so I know some shit floating around there. You might have heard a thing or two, but regardless, what's your opinion on if it's agreed, and who are you picking and why?
I mean, that fight, I believe is going to happen because it has to happen. That's the fight that has to be made right now. That's the biggest fight I feel like in boxing right now. What's his name? Errol Spence is like King Kong, and Bud is like Godzilla. You know what I mean? They got to meet. I like that fight. I like both guys. It's actually a 50-50 fight to me. I kind of favor Bud, but Errol Spence is very dangerous. You know what I mean? Very dangerous. His body attack is like, you know what I mean, like none other. We ain't seen nobody go to the body like that in a long time. But at the same time, we haven't seen anybody as suspenseful as Bud. You know what I mean? Bud is real sneaky, and he'll hurt you with either hand. You know what I mean? So I really can't pick a winner, to be honest. I think it's just going to be a great fight.
Something tells me you could pick a winner if I said who would beat out of both the men versus Jerron Ennis, though.
I mean, you got to understand, Boots is the younger man, and boxing is a young man's sport. You know what I mean? That's why we not seeing Spence and Bud until they both in their 30s. You know what I mean? So of course I would pick Boots, you know what I mean, based off the talent and based off the ability and based off the youth. But to be honest, like I said before, that's another 50-50 fight because Boots hasn't seen an Earl or a Bud, but Bud hasn't seen a Earl or Boots, and then Spence hasn't seen a Boots or a Bud. You know what I mean? So it's just tough to pick. You know what I mean? But I would gamble on Boots because I watch him every day, and consistently he puts in work. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just because he's talented. Like, this kid grinds every day. You know what I mean? He put it in every day. Even when he's not fighting, he in the gym helping the other fighters. A lot of fighters don't do that. You know what I mean? A lot of fighters don't live the life he lived. He not out drinking. He not out smoking. Not out hanging out. You'll never catch Boots hanging at a bar or some shit like that in Philly. You know what I mean? That's not the kind of person he is. So he's a safe bet. So I definitely would gamble on Boots.
For sure, man. So, Greg, now that you've become a trainer, who are you working with, and who should we be looking out for? Or are you only working with amateurs? Or do you have any potential professional prospects?
No, I got a professional that's 4-0, 4 knockouts. He just fought last Friday. His name is Jabril Noble. I think he will be one of the best in the sport, not because I'm training him, because he has those qualities of a great fighter. You know what I mean? He works a 10 to 12-hour shift every day and then come to the gym and give me everything he got in his body. You know what I mean? And like I said, he don't smoke or drink. He don't hang out. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to gamble on him. And he fights at 130 pounds up to 135, but he could possibly make 126 with a real camp. And I recently just started working with Avery Sparrow again. We worked one fight some years ago where he fought an 8-rounder against a kid named Anthony Burgeon, and we won that fight by decision. And he recently came back to me for this fight. He'll be fighting July 23rd at 130 pounds. And he has an 11-3 record with 4 knockouts. Some people seen him fight, Rolly Romero or what's the kid that just got knocked out by Robisi?
Abraham Supernova.
Yeah, Abraham Nova and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've seen Avery.
I've seen Avery a lot, but he's had inconsistencies in his career. Explain to me why you believe it's going to be different. Like, every time I want to bet on him, and I don't mean that literally, just like bet on him, he fucks me over. Like, I promise you, I knew he was going to lose to Hank Lundy. I told my audience, like, Lundy too experienced, man, and Sparrow too inconsistent, even though he got the dog in him.
He beat Hank Lundy.
Nah.
Yeah,
I know he beat him, but I didn't think he won. That was a majority decision, though. I felt like he was. I don't know.
I mean, he put him down 2 times in the fight, and he landed the cleaner shots. It was a rough fight, but he beat Hank Lundy. But Avery, he was one of those kids like me that, he spent a lot of time on his own. His father died when he was young. He ran around just doing what he wanted to do. Sometimes you got to learn. You know what I mean?
But is he out the street? Because remember, he had a fight with Ryan, then he had a warrant, then that fight never happened. And I mean Ryan Garcia.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I can't account for what a man doing outside of the gym. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if he's coming to the gym, you as a trainer know if he coming to the gym, he putting them hours, it's kind of hard for him to be in the street.
Yeah, but this is Philadelphia. Anything is possible. A lot go on. It's 24 hours in a day. I'm seeing him for 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the man doing at nighttime. I don't know what he doing early in the morning. All I know, he coming to see me at 10 o'clock a.m. and we working up until 12, 12:30. And then,
How long have you guys been working together consistently?
We only been back for like a week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
He won his last fight, though.
You think you could get him in shape in 5 weeks?
I mean, anything is possible.
Because William Foster's undefeated, man.
Yeah, William Foster's undefeated, but he has a real crazy style where he opens himself up and he leaves out a lot of opportunities for you to, put something to him. You know what I mean? He's not a real good fighter. He's just an aggressive fighter. And he comes in good shape, though. He comes in good shape.
I mean, Sparrow would be the biggest name on his resume, man.
For sure. And that's the difference. You fighting a fighter who's been in there with some top guys and some, with some experience, and he's been up there where he's had some good opportunities to be on TV. So we're not nervous for sure. It's just that, things got to be right.
Yeah. I want to say the last fight I watched, it was his tank, man. He just wasn't in shape.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's the lifestyle. You know what I mean? You got to live this shit. You know what I mean? It's just like the Army. You got to wake up early in the morning, put it in. You know what I mean? Go ahead, eat, get you a little rest, and get right back to it. But everybody not able to do that. But I believe Avery will get the win.
Some people like to say that endurance or stamina comes from, rounds in the gym, in actual sparring. Others say it's got to be a combination of high interval training, running, and sparring. What do you think is best for building endurance to ensure that a fighter has that Devin Haney tank, as I like to say, because Devin moved all night in that Kambosos fight to ensure that win. When you stop moving, that's when you can get hit.
I mean, to be flat out is staying away from all the wrong things, which is the drugs, the liquor, the girls, and putting your road work in. It's always been the road work to me. But I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of guys who do a lot of extra strength and conditioning and shit like that and still get tired. At the end of the day, your brain and your heart is the strongest two muscles in your body. If you can't control your heart, then it don't matter what you do.
What you mean by control your heart? You mean the pace?
You can control your heart rate the same way you can control your legs. You can control your brain by telling your brain what to do. You can control your heart rate. There's guys who they don't do nothing but jog, and they come in there and they give you 10 rounds easy. There's guys who do all this extra training and they get tired. Sean Porter got tired against Bud, but that's because the high velocity, he couldn't handle it. It started becoming to be too much for him. Yeah, he was still aggressive because that's him, but he was burning out, and that's why his dad stopped the fight. He didn't want his son to get hurt.
So you believe that was the Sean we all know? Because we just had Coach Larry Wade in here yesterday, yeah. and he was with Sean since he started his boxing career. Not since Sean started, but since Larry Wade started being a strength and conditioning coach to boxers. And he even said that Sean wasn't giving 100% in camp. The signs was on the wall. Tank did that interview a week before talking about, ask Sean. Sean, no. And obviously he's saying that because he got off on him in sparring.
Yeah, but the thing is, every dog has their day. Sean Porter has been boxing since he was about 9 years old. At some point, you gotta, your body going to give up on you. Sean Porter has never not been Sean Porter. So I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Sean Porter has not ever.
But Greg, you seen that style of Sean. Like, in order to be Sean Porter, you got to give 100% in camp. You got to put in the miles. Because no one has that type of, like, I keep telling people this. I don't even think we ever going to see another Sean Porter. Like, we'll never see that style again.
I'm going to tell you something you didn't pick up on. Do you remember the story his father told about when him and Bud was in the hallway and Bud challenged his father to a fight?
Yes.
And remember when his dad said he walked off, right?
Yes.
Now, you remember when his dad put his hands on Fred?
Yes.
How come his dad didn't put his hands on Bud?
I mean, Fred violated. Fred and Ken had a different, and Ken told us that story. He looked at, I believe the time you're talking about was in the amateurs, and Ken was the amateur coach, and he did say what you said, like, yo, I walked away because I knew he'd have fucked me up. I'm not denying that, but I'm also saying he still was an adult looking at a kid. Like, I'm not about to fight a kid.
All right, let me tell you this. Again, let me tell you this. Bud was a grown man. He wasn't a kid. He was anybody 18 and up, you a grown man. You challenged me to a fight. Now, we talking about a man who got enough balls to smack a social media, whatever you want to call it, influencer or YouTube influencer, right? In Philadelphia, is a such thing called having picks. To me, he has picks. What that means is you fear Bud. There's a fear set in when it come to Bud that he already was scared for his son. I feel like he passed that energy to his son. When he saw his son go down, he stopped that fight because he didn't want his son to get hurt. I think it was just because he already in his mind thought his son would lose to Bud. I don't think it had anything to do. I'm being honest.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Because if a young man challenged me and he 18 years old, he challenged me to a fight in a hallway, we gonna get to it.
But you a coach. No, Greg. You're a coach. You gotta some way try to get to that. You're a mentor. When you become a coach, you're a mentor. You're a father figure.
I'm a mentor, right?
Yeah.
I'm a mentor. And the fighter is supposed to understand that, right?
Yeah, but kids disrespect. That's what they do.
Okay. And when they disrespect you, how do they get put back in line? Back in the day, what you do?
Discipline don't mean physical though. But I get you. Everybody, I mean, you from the East Coast. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, guess what? Where I come from, that's how we handle discipline.
No, I hear you. I'm from the East Coast too. I know what you're saying, man.
You playing with a grown man and legally you're a grown man. gonna go ahead and put my hands on you. I'm gonna make sure that you remember my name for the rest of your life.
Coach, so you mean to tell me, or what you saying is that it is your belief that Kenny's nervous energy passed on to Sean?
Exactly. Exactly. And if you can't control how do you think people run marathons? You have to control your heart rate. If you can control your heart rate, you can do 12 rounds in that ring. A lot of people can't do it. When the fight picks up, a lot of people can't do it. So they crumble. I believe he passed that nervous energy to his son before that fight even started. And when he saw his son go down, he pulled him out of there. Sean Porter was physically able and still ready to go.
He was. He was. Everyone believes that. Like, we've talked about that over and over, and people do believe it. They believe him pounding on the ring was just frustration. Like, fuck, I got dropped again, but not. He showed energy. He showed energy. So I get what you're saying for sure.
Yeah, he was still in the fight.
So, is there any relation to the new Hackett out here fighting for Top Rank?
He not my folks through blood, but I do call him my little cousin.
Okay. But he's not from Philadelphia. He's from New York, no?
No, he's from DC, I believe.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Jalil Hackett.
Okay.
From DC.
So I wasn't sure. So no relation there. All right. So when other than Avery Sparrow, you said you had that other fighter. What's his name once again, and his social media? And also, does he have any expected return date?
His name is Jabril Noble. Fights at 130 pounds. Social media is JN Lil Dump, LILDUMP. His next scheduled date will be in September, but we're gonna try to catch something like the first week of August if possible.
Okay, I'm following him already, but man, that is not easy. You need to tell him put his name. He don't got his name nowhere. It say JN period Lil Dump. Then it say Cold Boxing Ball. He need his name somewhere to be found. So you saying he next up?
For sure. 5'9", 130 pounds.
Wow, that is pretty tall. Who he so being at it, okay, so he gets work with Paul Crow. Coach, you there?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he been in there with Paul Crow, been in there with Shakur Stevenson, he been in there with Africa, he been in there with a lot of fighters.
Oh, I see him with Josephat as well.
Yeah, Josephat Ortiz.
Okay. Oh, he got some rounds with Danny?
Yeah, he got a few rounds with Danny.
That's a little strange. How was that? Because I know Danny and obviously Angel, and I've interviewed them for a long time, man. And Angel told me he don't bring in no killers to spar Danny. He say ain't nobody gonna hurt the champ.
And he say,
well, you gotta remember, my guy's at 130 pounds, so he ain't too big.
So he really can't kill the champ. You're right. Yo, Angel ain't no joke. What you think about that, Coach? Because I used to be from the East Coast. I just transitioned over here to the West Coast, and I'm telling you, it's night and day. Like, I feel like on the East, people go hard, but the trainers are over that top rope, and they watch, and if somebody get hit with a nice right hand, like, oh, they'll stop that, let my man get his shit together. Out here, they fighting. It's a fucking fight. Like, I'm seeing dudes bleeding. They on the roads just getting bodied. I'm like, how is you learning from this? So teach me, because I'm not the trainer.
So you mean you seeing that on the East Coast or the West Coast?
West Coast. They fighting like a motherfucker out here.
Oh, it's the same. Trust me.
So
everybody don't handle it the same. You got to remember, that's, again, we talking about a father. We not talking about a coach who was known for coaching other fathers. Other fighters. We talking about a coach who trained his son. So he's going to handle it a little bit different, a little bit extra care, because that's his son. But we can't say he did a bad job, because look at the level.
For sure. What do you expect from Danny versus Jose Benavidez Jr.?
I mean, I think Danny will feel refreshed going up to 154. I think it's an even fight because they both coming from 47, going up to 54. I think Benavidez will be nice and fast, but I think if he try to do too much, I think Danny will hurt him.
Okay. So you picking Danny?
Of course, I'm picking Danny. Philadelphia. I'm going to rock with Philly. It don't matter, matter the circumstances. But I just think Danny he will feel comfortable at 154. That's the word I'm going to use. He'll feel very comfortable at 154. He's been making 40 and 47 for a long time. So being in his 30s, fighting at 54, I think he'll feel great.
So what's up with this Philly thing, man? Why dudes from Philly don't want to fight each other? Because, a lot of people expected Danny to pass the torch to Jaron.
I mean, people don't understand how close Philly is. Like, what I mean by that is Philly, not everybody in Philly is close, but Philly is a small city with a lot of people. So sometimes those fights don't happen because you know each other's family. You know what I mean? These guys sometimes spend time around each other, even if they don't talk about it. So a fight would bring a lot of tension in the city. And as we all know, the city is on fire right now with the guns. So it's like, you know what I mean? You try to stay away from certain shit.
Do you feel like that's why, even though they're not from the same city, but is that a reason why we never got Tevin Farmer versus Gervonta Tank Davis?
No, I think that fight had to do with promotional companies and it had to do with timing.
Timing. Why wasn't it the right time to fight a dude that had a belt that already had 4 losses? That fight never happened and never made sense to me.
Because you got to think about it. Tank was still in the grooming stages, even though he was a star and even though he was making some money and he had won some belts himself, but he was still in the grooming stages. They didn't get to see everything they wanted to see out of Tank. At the same time, Tev at that point was probably the slickest fighter around. So you didn't want to put the puncher in there with the fighter that was too slick and make him look bad if we can possibly have him be a star later on in the sport. Because look at how we talking about Tank now. Tevin could have possibly fucked that up.
Wow. So speaking of Tank, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was the same way Floyd didn't fight Paul Williams.
Word. Paul was a problem, man, back then. But I think Floyd would have beat him because Paul always gave up his height and never used his reach. My man wanted to be in the pocket.
Yeah, but think about it. That's the way he fought, and he definitely threw over 100 punches around.
No, he definitely was averaging 1,000 over per fight. But Floyd would have always had that Laura fight and the Margarito fight. Even though Paul beat Margarito pre-hand wraps, he got touched up in that motherfucking fight. That was a fight. It took something out of him, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so Floyd always had those 2 fights to go back to. And see what mistakes. I don't know how you think it would have played out. I'm glad you brought that up. People they act as if Floyd never, like those 2 guys never was in the same division, man. It's crazy.
I mean, I think Paul Williams would have swarmed him. I think
really.
Yeah, he would. I mean, you got to remember, man. We talking about a 6'1", 147 pounder. You know what I mean? And he was coming out of Georgia. If you know anything about fighters coming out of Georgia, they always hard workers. So I'm not saying Floyd. He would have, ran Floyd over, but I'm just saying I think he would have swarmed him and he would have made Floyd had to really dig deep. And you know what I mean? I just think his father didn't want that for him because if you remember, his father said a long time ago, "I don't want my son fighting any southpaws." So I think him being a southpaw, being 6'1", throwing over 100 punches around, I don't think it just was a good matchup for him.
So let me ask you, even after Paul lost to Sergio Martinez, you think he still would have had a shot?
I mean, we talking about that was at 160 pounds, though.
No, wasn't that 54 the first fight?
Nah, it was at 160.
You gonna make me Google, Greg.
Yeah, it was at 160.
Danny, you supposed to be the almanac over here.
I'm pulling it up.
Sergio 159, you right. Damn.
They both was at 60.
Yeah.
Bruh, but yo, and remember, I don't know, Floyd should have did it anyway, because now that I'm looking at his record, I remember watching that Quintana fight. Quintana put his big ass down, I think it was in the second round, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember that fight.
Quintana put him down. Then Keith went up there and beat Quintana breaks.
It was actually a catchweight of 58. Yeah.
Okay, still 160 though.
No, for sure.
Yeah, anything over 54 is considered 60.
Yeah. So, Greg, man, what's your thoughts on Bivol and Canelo, man? I was not expecting that. Did you pick Bivol? Did you know it would be that difficult for Canelo?
I didn't know if it would be that difficult, but I did say that Bivol is a prime 175. So okay, you know how we got guys, let's say Rolly Romero, he fight at 135 pounds, but he be blowing up to almost 170 pounds. So let's go up to light heavyweight. A light heavyweight might walk around at 210. You understand?
Yeah.
A real light heavyweight. He break himself down to 175. That's too much man for Canelo. Canelo stand probably 5'8" at best. You know what I mean? Bivol is a real light heavyweight, and those guys are built different. They got different bone structure. Did he beat Kovalev? Yeah, he beat Kovalev. But we talking about Kovalev after he took a beating from Andre Ward, and we talking about Kovalev, who's a known drinker. But Bivol is not that kind of man, and Bivol is a little younger. So you know what I mean? I just thought it would be a good matchup, but I didn't think that he would, be there every round for Canelo in that fight. I thought he would slow down a little bit, but you know what I mean? He showed different. And I think Canelo should stay away from him.
He want the rematch. He just said, they asked him like, oh, are you going to give Benavidez a shot? What does Benavidez has to do to get a shot? He's like, right now I'm only focused on the GGG fight and then the rematch with Bivol. So you advising him, don't do the rematch.
Yeah, too much man. Because he showed it. He showed that he wasn't affected by Canelo's punches. Those same punches that knock guys out, he wouldn't budge Bivol.
But now, don't you think as a trainer, that's because he went in there with that game plan, like I'm about to either do what I did to Callum and break his arm or bicep, or eventually stop him like I did Sergey. Like I felt like he went in there on some power punching shit and he didn't change the game plan. Like he seen after round 6, yo, this ain't working. So he just never changed the game plan. So I feel like maybe this fight, they like, well, look, we thought we would eventually get him late, like we eventually get everybody late. That shit ain't gonna work. We got to go out there and outbox him now.
Well, you remember how Aaron Pryor, he had Alexis Aguayo's number on and off the drugs. I don't care what weight class. I don't care what game plan. I don't think he got it for Bivol.
Damn. Well, I gotta ask about your guy, Stephen Fulton, man. We just seen MJ Moradon Akhmadaliev beat Daniel Roman, defending his unified belts. Your guy, Stephen Fulton, immediately goes to Twitter and says, easy work. Your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, people don't understand what Cool Boy is. You know what I mean? Some people try to call him a boxer. Some people say he a brawler because of how he fights. What he is he adjusts to his surroundings. So whatever MJ tries to bring to the table, he gonna bring that and more. So this is why this guy's dangerous. And his frame, he has thin legs, but his upper body is real strong. He got a real strong upper body. He's kind of hard to deal with. You know what I mean? He has an awkward style. He can box. He can bang. I mean, he can fight going left, fight going right, fight in circles, whatever you want to do. So I don't really see any of those guys under 126 pounds giving him trouble. I think he'll beat all of them.
Coach, what's your opinion over the pound for pound, man? That causes a lot of debate here for us. You know, I like to use accolades as how I put a person on there. Like, what have you done? Who have you beat? What belts have you gathered? To me, undisputed is end all be all. If you're undisputed, then you should automatically be on the list. The only way that another undisputed champion tops you was his run more difficult? Was the people that he fought to undisputed better fighters? But like, if you're undisputed, you deserve to be on the list, you know? And then everyone under you can be like unified or two-time champion or one-time champion in one division, unified in another. How do you assess who you put on your list? Or do you not believe in that shit?
The pound for pound, from my understanding when I was younger, I thought it had to do with you actually going to other weight classes and conquering, because I remember Roy Jones used to call himself pound for pound, and he was pound for pound, but it was because he turned pro at 154, fought at 60 a little bit, and then went to 68, and then light heavyweight. I thought that's what pound for pound was, when you go to different weight classes and conquer. Sugar Ray Robinson did the same thing. I just thought that's what it was. But nowadays, they're giving it to him based off popularity, based off just who they like and who they don't like. So I really, to be honest, I really don't pay attention to the pound for pound list.
All right. Well, we do have some questions from the people that I have pulled up here. First one's come from San Antonio, Texas. It's James Valdez. He says, did you see the Josecito Lopez versus Cody Crowley fight? In that fight, Lopez's trainer, Robert Garcia, literally knew mid-fight that Lopez was not going to win. Kind of like during the Mikey versus Earl fight. My question, how would you handle a situation like that, knowing your fighter is not going to win? Do you let him try and survive till the 12th like Robert did, or do you stop it to fight another day?
Well, I'm going to be honest. No fighter wants to be stopped. You know what I mean? They definitely don't want their trainer to stop the fight. But if my fighter's taking a beating, I think I will stop it. But if he's showing me some life, if he's showing me some, you know what I mean, some grit, then I'm going to say, listen, bro, you got to go out here and get a knockout. If you don't get the knockout, then it's over. That's the best I can do. But if my fighter's taking a beating, then I'll stop it.
Okay. I got Bougie from Broward who says, yo, what's good, coach? Thanks for pulling up on us today. I don't even have a question, but remember me because I'm coming to Philly for the first time ever this year just to slide to Boots University, Gym, for a few days and soak up the game. So please remember my name, Bougie from Broward. Hashtag okay then.
Appreciate you, bro.
Best Dad Ever from Baltimore says, my favorite fighter coming into this pro boxing scene is your boy, Jalil. Been asking for that interview for a while now. He is considered Tank's top sparring partner. What have you guys learned from Tank, and how has that work made you guys better? I think he thinks you're related to Jalil, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have nothing to do with Jalil Hackett. We just got the same last name. That's my guy, though. He a good kid, man. Real good kid. And his father is a sturdy guy, man. He worked that kid hard.
We have Young Tigre also in San Antonio that says, your thoughts on Bam Rodriguez's performance this past weekend versus Sungwon Visai?
I've been asked about that kid about 4 times. And to be honest, I didn't really see the fight. And somebody asked me, was he ready for NUA? And I don't think so. But I didn't get to see too much of him.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Is he ready for Inoue? I mean, if Inoue came down, maybe I don't want him to go up because he jumped up from 108 to become champ at 115, right?
No, yeah, he skipped.
No. Bam, when he got that
they
first.
They both did.
Yeah, but Inoue's been at 18 longer.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, I just like to always remind people that when Estrada, Chocolatito, Soren Visa, and all the killers was at 12, he skipped 12 to go to 15.
He being Inoue.
Correct.
But they both jumped up from 108. Bam just did that, coach. So I wouldn't want him to move up to 118 too. Like, if Inoue wants some of this action, have his ass come down. His name ain't even popping like Bam's. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. What you think of Inoue? Obviously, you think he good because you said you don't think he ready. But what's your thoughts on him as an overall fighter?
I mean, from everything I watched about him, he keep his hands up high. He keep his feet ticking. You know what I mean? His reflexes is top notch.
Yeah.
His punches, he turned them over nice and clean. He don't waste his punches. He's a dangerous individual. You know what I mean? You can't go in there just thinking you know what's up with him because he'll adjust to you. And then, I mean, one thing about him that I do like, he's not afraid to take a shot when he sees what he wants. When he see what he wants, he gonna take the shot and he gonna give you something real. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that kid really just ready. I don't know too much about that kid just yet.
I need you to watch some of Bam fights, man, because Bam is like the Mexican Lomachenko with the angles, man. He creates angles and he digs to the body, but he's a boxer. He's not. He's rare. He's rarely there to be hit. The motherfucker's using his legs very good. But you are right. He's just building that experience. He just beat Cuadras and now he beat Rungs Vizal. So those are 2 elite fighters, but like that just happened. So
Yeah, I don't know.
We got Rue in the 504, which is New Orleans. He says, what was the most difficult aspect of transitioning from a fighter to a trainer?
Probably the most difficult was telling myself, like, I have to put myself second and, you know what I mean, pay more attention to my fighters. Like, You know what I mean? Don't worry about fighting so much. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and focus on the fighters.
I got Big Casual says, what's up, coach? At what weight class do you think Fulton will max out at? And who has a better case to be top 10 pound for pound, Fulton or Bam Rodriguez, who we just spoke about? Stephen has the style, skill set, and accomplishments to be on the top 10 pound for pound. You already said you're not really into pound for pound, so where do you think Stephen Fulton maxes out at? Like, where does he end his career? What division?
I think he can cap out at 135.
Okay, that's definitely one of the money divisions right now. I got Brandon in Houston. It says, were you there for the Blair Cobbs, Jerron Ennis sparring? If so, what really happened?
No, I wasn't there for that, but I only heard stories. But Blair is a ball of energy. You know what I mean? That's how his style is based off his energy. He do a lot of jumping around. You know what I mean? He sneaks his punches in there. Sometimes he get caught, and sometimes he's successful. But to be honest, Boots is like a ninja, bro. Boots is trained under a monk, and he's a ninja for sure. And he's hard to deal with. So I don't really see Blair getting the best of that work.
I think that might be all. I'm refreshing here, Coach. But in the meantime, give me your social media for anybody that isn't following can do so.
Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett on Facebook, and Greg Hackett on what is that, Twitter? But I really don't be on Twitter.
I got one more coming in from Huntsville, Alabama. James Benitez says, you said Cool Boy beats everyone under 126. You sure you ready to step up and fight Gary Russell?
Yeah, even though Gary Russell is a great fighter, I like Gary Russell a lot, but I just think that Gary Russell has ran his course. Gary Russell is getting into that fourth quarter, and he's going to have to pull some amazing shit off. Cool Boy, I just think Cool Boy just bring too much to the table, bro.
Yo, so you used to rap, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Never. You never had spit bars.
We used to get high on the block and freestyle. That's it.
Cause you use hella metaphors. I love that last one. Yeah, he said Gary Russell's in the fourth quarter. That shit sound like, yo, it's over for the careers. He's at the last lap. It's true.
Some of the shit he's saying, I'm like, either he been around a fuck ton of old heads or he do a lot of reading.
Yeah, no, you dropping jewels on here. I hope these fools choose to listen. Yeah, man. That is the last question. Now, I'm gonna refresh one more time because I refreshed it and Huntsville, Alabama pulled up.
We got anything else?
Oh, we do. Jazz, I don't know where he's from, but he says, any predictions for Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall?
I don't really know too much about Marshall. Clarissa Shields is the baddest chick on the planet. Her just game is A1. And I don't know, man. I just think when it comes to boxing, I don't like seeing her in MMA, but in boxing, I don't think it's too many females can deal with her.
What do you think is going to happen in the Bumgarner fight versus Michaela Mayer, man?
Now, that's a great fight. That's a great matchup. Bumgarner has never seen anything like Michaela Mayer, but on the other end, Michaela Mayer has never seen anything like Bumgarner, and I honestly can't pick a win, but I'm definitely interested in that fight.
Do you believe in the power of Bumgarner? Because, like, women's boxing doesn't really see knockouts. Now, all of a sudden, she got this big, knockout where she knocked a girl out on her feet.
Yeah.
Should we start expecting that from her?
Well, I'm gonna say this: female boxing is very passionate, and they let their hands go a lot. I wouldn't say expect the knockout because at that speed where the hands are flying and then they only got 2 minutes to work with. I wouldn't say expect it, but definitely expect a great fight out of it.
You brought up the 2 minutes, and I hate to keep you any longer than we need to, but what's your thoughts? Should women's boxing be on an equal playing field, not only in pay but in time in the ring? Because a lot of women do want that last minute.
To be honest, I don't really even like seeing females fight, but I do respect it. I think 2 minutes is good because the female body is built a little bit different. No matter how hard a woman trains, you know what I mean? No matter how hard she goes, you know what I mean, and tries to prove that she's different, she's still a female, and the female organs are built a little different. So I don't think a female fight should have to go to 3 minutes. I think it'll be a lot more brutal, and then it probably be a few cases out here where women can't have babies and stuff like that. And I think that's horrible. You know what I mean? So I don't think it should go to 3 minutes.
Man, I just had another one. Oh, being out there in Philly.
I'm on the phone.
Being out there in Philly, Coach, have you heard of a female by the name of Shadeja Green?
Yeah, Shadeja, she been training out Jersey though. I don't know if she's from Philly, but
Nah, she not from Philly. She not. She. I just know she go down there to get that work every now and then.
Yeah, I like her a lot. The only thing I don't like about Shadeja, I don't think she really uses her strength, completely. I think she's working on her style and she's staying sharp and she's definitely in shape. But I think she can go in there and just break something, and that's what I want to see her do.
On some like Ann Wolf shit, right? Because that's the thing. She a cute boxer. She want to be East Coast pretty, like double jab, double left hook, and slip shit. But she's so fucking strong, you figure she could just walk somebody down and knock them out, right?
Yeah, she's a beast. I
She just killed some shit last night. She just fought last night.
In Colombia, right?
Yeah, killed some shit.
Yeah, she stopped the girl in the 3rd round.
Yeah, she got like what, 8 knockouts, 9 fights now?
10-0.
Yes.
Oh.
I want to say 10-0, 9 knockouts.
Well, Greg, man, I want to thank you obviously for coming on. This has been actually very, very fun and entertaining. I hope to get you back on. Please keep in touch with Bo, our producer, so that once your fighter has a fight scheduled, we could get him on as well and, bring you back for the victory lap after that fight as well, and even after the Avery Sparrow fight. Or get Sparrow on, man. Let her talk to him. But thank you again. Catch you on the next one. If you want to give out your social media one more time for anybody crazy enough not to be following you, please do so. If not, enjoy the rest of your day.
Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett on Facebook. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you,
Coach.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Hackett, no relation to Jalil Hackett, who obviously, he's received multiple messages about and the same question over and over. We are talking Errol Spence, Terence Crawford agreeing to their fight. Started off as a troll message, but Custer thankfully leaking information that the fight will be taking place October. And if you want to call in, the number to do so is 1-425-569-5241. Don't forget to press that thumbs up button right here on youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. It's going to indicate to the algorithm that we're back right here with another one, bringing you the latest and greatest in boxing. We got a few super chats before I get to those phone calls. The Axiom says, dude, where's my car moment on TBV? And obviously he's talking about the troll tweet.
Absolutely.
Average Boxing Fan says, has Floyd said it's official? All right, then. Which is true. Floyd said, don't believe this fight is real until I say it's real. But, is he really promoting this fight? It would probably be the best thing for this fight if he promoted it.
If he actually promoted it.
If he actually promoted it instead of just using his name. But the Boxing Ambassador says, good morning, love ya. If it's a great show anyway. Okay. Love ya. F it. Oh, he's talking about the tweet. He says, good morning, love ya. F it. It's a great show anyway. Shout out to the Kimster. Laughing my ass off. Fat $10 super chat. We got another $5 super chat from Frank Steyer. Shout out Frank from Top Rank, who says, Greg Hackett is the godfather of Philly boxing. Shout out Frank. Shout out Top Rank.
Shout out to Frank.
Dirk says, Nestor Gibbs with the glasses emoji. Okay, fams. Daniel McKenzie says, imagine if they would have waved off the fight after the second time Fury got dropped twice. Head explosion emoji.
Terry Perry with a $5 super chat saying they got Big Hatch on his joint. Hell yeah, Philly finest.
Let's go.
And then Flip G's from Frankfurt with a $20 super chat saying, my guy Greg, the best trainer in the world, best boxing mind in the world. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
If you're on Blog Talk, I need you to press the 1 at least one time. That's going to indicate to us that you want to be on the line and you want to speak. You want to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Let me go ahead and check that Cash App. But before the Boxing Voice,
before y'all
number
do that,
1.
I saw we had over 1,000 people live, Ness.
We don't have 1,000 likes.
We don't have 1,000 likes, and we need to get those subs up. I wanted 150,000 subscribers by the end of July. It looks like we might get it by the end of June. We're 544 away. So if we can get 544 on this double show day, because that is correct, we will be back today, 4 p.m. Pacific. If we can get that, we'll have reached my goal a month early. See, Ness likes baby steps. I like the big shit. Cause after 50 is 75 for me. You get what I'm saying? So I like the big shit. So just want to thank everybody and just remind everybody, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. Bo, what you got?
And remember, when you use the Cash App, be careful writing in the name. It is THABOXINGVOICE number 1. Don't be confused by trolls that have made a bogus Cash App. If you see it, you need to report it. That is stealing, and it's on the scummiest level.
Y'all should have applied for a PPP, which y'all should have done with y'all broke ass.
Mm-hmm.
Trump gave up about 3 of them motherfuckers. You couldn't get one?
And for the evening show, it's going to be jam-packed. We got Blue Blood in the building. We're going to have Bones Adams and Mark Mexayo all on this evening show Thursday.
3 guests?
3 guests.
Oh, y'all
2
wildin'.
in studio, 1 Zoomy.
Y'all wildin'.
What time is Mexayo? We going to get him a damn, that's late.
We trying to go to the club and y'all booking 3 guests on a Thursday evening show.
Ain't nobody going to no club.
You was just talking about, damn, yeah.
Ain't nobody going to no club.
Trying to go out tonight, see the snowman.
You lying. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to help this show grow. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans that haven't found the greatest and best place to talk boxing every single morning, 6 a.m. until we get tired, basically, or until a guest cancels. But right now, we are talking Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, and we are taking calls if you want to call in. And that's right, we are having Blue Blood today, and then on Saturday, we'll be joined by the Spit Bucket Podcast. Kerry, is it Bradshaw? I'm sure you guys know him. He's from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a very good guy. You know, he had me on his show many, many years ago in Texas.
So
and he had a beautiful studio.
We got some callers, but we also have a guest in the green room.
Oh,
yeah,
in that green room?
In that green room.
Who's there?
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out. Can we see over there? What's going on over there?
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, is this my guy from Belize? It's my guy from Belize. I seen sparring the other day.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it is. ¿Cómo está?
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing, brother? Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you.
Yo, so you're not Latino then? Belize is in a Latin country? What is that?
Yeah, it's like a Central American.
Central
and
America.
Caribbean.
And Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, big baby's from Belize. You believe that?
Right.
You believe it though?
I guess I have to.
Well, hold on.
I'm not gonna deny it.
Why you ask him if he believe it?
I mean, because I never heard of Big Baby being from Belize until he got the AJ fight.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I thought you were saying that it ain't no black people in Belize.
Crazy, man.
Like,
crazy. My dad's from DR. There's dark-skinned Cubans, dark-skinned Puerto Ricans, dark-skinned Costa Ricans. Look at Hannah Gabriel. She's Costa Rican.
Everything.
You know? But what's your name, Chan?
My name is Amir.
Amir?
Yeah.
What's the last name?
Rudon. Rudon.
And you're from Belize.
Right, correct.
Living and born.
Yeah.
What brings you to Las Vegas?
Well, I've been boxing for 8 years, and boxing is a bit underdeveloped in Belize, of course. But I got a dream for the sport. I love the sport, and I just wanted to come to Las Vegas to gain as much knowledge and experience as possible.
That accent sounds very Jamaican. No?
We get that a lot.
For real. I hear like, wow. Okay. That was interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
So talk to us, obviously, with Belize being an undeveloped boxing country, how many amateur fights were you able to get out there? What's the amateur record like? And just your history, your background in the amateurs.
Well, I didn't get much activity in the amateurs. I only had like 5 amateur fights.
Oh, wow.
And one of them was an exhibition. So if you count that, that would be 6. Yeah, we didn't get much activity. And then there was a guy that was getting the commission from Cancun, Mexico, to host professional events in the country. So since there wasn't much amateur activity, I just wanted to still grow and soak up knowledge and experience. So then I decided to turn pro. And then I got 3 professional fights thus far, 3 wins. 4 rounders though.
Okay, and so when was the last one?
2019.
Okay, because I'm seeing 2 on BoxRec.
Right. My pro debut, they didn't put that up because I'm guessing they try to keep that guy undefeated.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're really 3-0. BoxRec is showing 2, but regardless, you've been out of the ring for 3 years.
And where was that fight, by the way? Because that's something the commission has to do.
Those were in Belize. So you've been out of the ring 3 years now. Talk to us.
So obviously we met you because of Gabriel Flores Jr. and Sr. You connected with him, and they brought you out, or you came out. How'd that happen? Did you DM him? What's going on? How'd you get from Belize to America, let alone Las Vegas, and then end up with the Floreses?
Well, first off, shout out to the Flores, Pops and Junior. Much love to them. I appreciate them so much. Well, the journey to Las Vegas all started when I had to apply for a U.S. visa back in Belize, right? So I had to save up some cash.
How much is that?
320 Belize, so that's divided by 2, so that's like
160.
Yeah, because the currency is 2 to 1, right?
Okay.
So I had to schedule an appointment and went in for the interview. I got approved for 10 years, so thankful for that. Very
amazing.
So then, as soon as I got that in my hands, I started saving. So I went and applied for a job, and it was a
job in Belize.
Yeah, in Belize, and then I saved.
What did you start doing for work?
I worked in customer care for a call center, a BPO, but it was very stressful.
It was a remote call center that answered calls for America, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So
good pay?
In Belize, I guess you could call it that. It was about like.
That's what they do in the Dominican Republic, which is a third world country. They have a shitload of call centers and charge. They pay the Dominican rate.
Shit, I mean, we're looking for virtual assistants, and we have there's literally a website where you could only find Philippine virtual assistants because you could pay them as little as $3 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Similar to Belize because it's like we would get paid, I guess, like $5 an hour, so that's 10 Belize dollars. With maybe a couple more dollars as bonus. So, but the job.
And how long did it take you to save what you needed to get here?
Well, I worked for like 3 months and then I quit because it was too stressful and mentally it was draining me.
Where did stress come from? The phone calls itself?
Well, actually, I was doing live chats, 3 chats at a time. So it was like
3 conversations.
Yeah, and you gotta be dealing with 3 customers' accounts. So it's like a customer has this issue, you gotta be dealing with it. Another customer has another issue you gotta be dealing with. And then the supervisors would be pressing on us like, you need to get off that chat, but we can't just end a chat, right? If the customer has another issue after another, it goes on and on and on and on. And the customers actually grade you after every
call,
every chat, right? And if a customer didn't get what he or she wanted, then they would fail us. And then the supervisors would try to penalize us. it wasn't worth it. So I quit without even raising much money, but I then went ahead and trained people for boxing. Like, yeah, I started working with clients, and that's where majority of the cash came from for the trip.
Okay.
And then I came with my girlfriend and my best friend from Belize. And when we reached, I DM'd Coach G.
Wait. Your best friend came with you.
Yeah.
What does he do? Did you guys get together and say, look, I'm going to America, you want to come with me? Let's start saving. Did he know? Did he have a head start like you?
Yeah, we all did. So we all
Because I seen him on the corner. Does he play a role? Is he a coach, or you just let him hang with you? Like, what's really his role now?
Well, like, we all have like many different roles. It's not like just one, because like, I ain't got no manager, I ain't got no coach. Like, so like, he would normally like assist me with training. Like, for example, like, probably I would use a punch counter. Like, you know, he would, if there's something I need him to work on the pads, like, I would show him a video and, like, you know, and we would work that. But yeah, he had he had noticed, so we all began working, me, him, and my girl, right?
And y'all all got approved for a visa.
Yeah, they already had and already came to the U.S. This is my first time to the US.
Wow.
Yeah, so like, it was crazy.
So wait, are they brother and sister?
Nah, we all met in high school. They met in the first year of high school, and then I met both of them in the second year of high school.
Shout out to you, man. You got some hustlers.
So
what are you guys in a B&B here? You rented an apartment?
The Link Hotel.
You in the hotel? Man, you better find a B&B or a fucking apartment. How long you gonna stay in the hotel?
Well, I'm leaving on Saturday, but
you going back to Belize?
Yeah, but
why?
I gotta go save more and come back.
Nah, champ. What the fuck you mean? You're gonna spend $500-600 to fly back US to get a job that is $5 US to come back? You sound crazy. You got to stay here and get a job here. You got a work visa for 10 years. You could get a job here or no?
Well,
is that a tourist
I'm not
visa?
Sure. Yeah, it's a tourist visa. It's not a work visa.
Yeah, you got to find out about that.
Yeah, so I got to work on that.
But even though everyone listens to this show, you can still be a personal trainer here. Think about it. You're going to go all the way back to get $5 an hour. You might as well charge someone $5 an hour here. Don't go back.
Probably could get more than that.
Of course. I'm just telling him simple math.
No,
like,
for sure.
Don't go back. You're wasting money going back. I mean, obviously, I don't know your situation, but I'm pretty sure you sound like a hustler. My chat sees you as a hustler. You could get to work right now and make some money versus how much is a ticket to go back? Did you have a round trip or you got to buy one way?
Yeah, I had a round trip.
Oh, so it's paid for already. Fuck.
Yeah.
But how much was that ticket?
Probably like 500 US.
Round trip?
Yeah.
US.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I hit it on the nose. It's a waste of money, but I get you, man. Hopefully you do make it back, and when you do come back, you can what is it? Indeed, man. Does that work over there for US jobs over here? So like he could start looking for US jobs?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, while you're here, download Indeed, baby. You might find a job before your flight, man.
Thank you for that.
Indeed, what else is there, George? What else is there that he can?
No, Indeed's like the number one, right?
Number one, okay, yeah.
But I always just you got to.
Yo, look, my man said I could give him 5 right now. I'm telling you, it's easier over here, bro. It's easier. But damn. So when you go back?
Saturday morning.
So what did the Flores say? Did they say come back? Did they want you to come back?
I haven't heard that from them as yet, but much love to them. They've gave me a lot of advice, and you know, opportunity.
So when you came, it's not because Gabriel Sr. said come. You got here and reached out.
Yeah, I reached out and asked to see Junior work. Like, could I come and watch him train, or you know? And then he said come by at Top Rank, and I wanted to visit Top Rank on my visit, you know. So when he said that, it was like truly a blessing. Like in Top Rank, you see it's 2 rings, right? Fun fact: in Belize, there's like only 2 rings.
In the world? I mean, in the country?
Yeah, it's
oh,
on,
wow.
like 2 rings. So seeing it like live in the flesh. I've seen you guys on YouTube. So
Oh,
seeing
nice.
you guys live in the flesh.
Why you ain't come up to us? I had to come up to you. You was all focused.
I didn't see you guys when you came into the gym like
Oh.
that. Yeah, I was getting ready, I think.
Yeah, we saw you spar, and then with the end
Yeah,
of it,
you did good.
And then obviously saw you working on the bag, and saw Gabe,
Yeah.
giving you some pointers. So for you, so going to Top Rank, what was that like? Because you said you had it on your bucket list, if you will. So what was that experience like?
It was truly a wonderful experience. Just back home in Belize, I don't train in the gym. I train in my yard.
No, I'm looking. Give me some screen shares. This is crazy. It looks like the Dominican Republic.
So I actually hang a tire bag under my tree. That's where I train. So being in the gym was like truly a blessing. Yeah.
Wait, you went to Mustafa's or you're copying the drill?
I was copying the drill, right?
Damn, so you're teaching yourself.
Yeah, because
man,
I
God
don't have
bless you, man. I fucking hope God blesses you, bro. You're trying, man. This is what I'm talking about. People need to fucking try. Mustafa would talk to you too.
Yeah,
you reached out?
Yeah, I actually did. My girl book a 1 hour Zoom session with Mustafa.
Get
for my
out of
birthday
here.
One time, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Shout out to Mustafa. Okay, look at you doing full extension pull-ups there. Danny ain't doing those.
Yeah, my dad helped me make that. Yeah, that's in the yard.
So your whole family back in Belize supports, obviously.
Oh shit! Look at the caption. Wait, where'd it go? That was a pretty cool caption. Look, no coach, no gym, no sponsors, but I have faith and work ethic. Shout out to you, champ.
And Mustafa commented as well. I think he said that's all you need.
No, and he liked it, man. Shout out to you. I love Mustafa. But yeah, look at these. Yo, wow, you're really out here training yourself, champ. I mean, that's all you need in boxing, baby, is a dream and good work ethic.
And obviously, you got a good, team of people around you, for your best friend and your girl to come, obviously in support of you.
And this is your best friend doing the pads? He's learning, man.
That's actually a fitness gym. That's not a boxing gym,
Mm-hmm.
But we just try to get it in. Like, if it
For
rains,
sure.
we still trying to train.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's great.
That's what's up, man.
Do you have like a time in mind? Like, I would like to return to Las Vegas in this month. They're saying October is might be Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. That might be a great month to return.
Where is this? This looks amazing. Is this a fucking resort or your backyard?
That was a Swan Villa, like a resort. Yeah.
Nice.
That's in Belize?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
I've never been to Belize. That thing looks amazing, though.
We went there like 3 times. Or 4 times.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
So wait, so it's 2-1. That's not as good as DR, but that's still better than everywhere else.
You're like you kill me when you talk currency.
And I'm killing you because you never been. When we go, you're gonna be like, yo, I get it.
No, bro, because like,
have you been to DR from over there? No, never traveled to Belize.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I go to Mexico. Out there, you get 20 pesos for $1.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Your dollar Coke is now 20 pesos. So it's really the same. It's really the same crap.
In DR. Not in DR.
Like, for me, even in Mexico, bro, like, I'll notice a little bit of difference. But
so listen, in DR, bro, like, people legit make like, I don't know, $600 maybe a month.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's so it's hard to really inflate when they won't be able to buy. So some things are gonna be expensive, but believe you me, we will have steak dinners every day for the price of like a McDonald's cheeseburger #2 or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm talking real food. Rice, beans, all that great avocado, lemonade.
McDonald's is expensive.
Overlooking the fucking water.
McDonald's is expensive this day, and let me remind you,
but not a #2.
The number
that's
two,
still like an $8 meal.
The #2 is 2 cheeseburgers,
Mm-hmm.
so it's extra expensive. But champ, just talk to us about now that you've came to Vegas, right? Your first trip, because you said it's your first time, so your first trip's almost over. What has been the biggest learning experience that you have gained from this trip?
Just to keep working hard.
Mm-hmm.
Keep working hard, and I'll go back and try to work more on my jab. That's my favorite punch. And more on my strength and conditioning, and just keep working hard, and keep having faith, and to definitely return. Like, here's the place to be.
Did you come out here and maybe learn something about yourself? Maybe you learned that you're not as good at doing something as you thought, or maybe you're better at one particular thing than you thought,
or you realize you belong.
Yeah, I think I definitely belong. I just gotta work a little harder, and everyone has to improve in certain areas. Like, what I need to improve in is definitely my physical strength. So I gotta keep working on that, and just
physical strength. So you mean in the clinch you found yourself not being as strong as you wanted to? You found people muscling you around?
Not really that, but like I'm guessing like really throwing my punches harder and stuff like that.
So you realize they fighting out here and sparring, they're not pity patting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean like
but you did well. I didn't even see you. Yeah, you did well.
The hits, I wasn't like, like damaging, but like you trying to work on yours so it could be damaging to them, right?
Mm-hmm. What's your weight?
Well,
30.
In Belize, I fought at 30 once and then 35.
You look thinner though.
Yeah.
You think you could eventually drop, especially in Vegas?
I think I can make 30. Like that's what Coach G said, that I should try to make 30.
Bro, and Lil G is big. He moved up to 35, so he's not even. Did he move up to 35 or 30?
No. He moved to 35 from 30.
Yeah, so when you're sparring him, he's not 30. I mean, he's not 35, He's at least 40, 50, I don't know.
Right, if not more. So, no, that's great, champ. I'm glad that we got the opportunity to not just meet you, but see you work,
What's your Cash App? There's people that want to send you some money, brother. Do you have that?
I don't think
that doesn't exist in Belize?
Nah.
Get the... How can someone donate money?
Like, if I wanted to send you money electronically, how can I do that?
Venmo?
Nah, we don't got that.
What?
Maybe MoneyGram, Western Union.
No PayPal?
Nah.
Bruh, Google that shit, man. Cash App work in Belize or PayPal?
I was gonna say I was sending girls money from Afghanistan through Cash App. I'm like, I know that shit work. Does Cash App work in Belize? Let's see. Damn, it does
not.
Bro, oh, you know what? It says it doesn't work internationally, only US and UK. But that's why I worked from Afghanistan, because we were on a UK server. So, okay, so...
But what about PayPal? That's the longest, most oldest running one.
Yeah, let me see.
Because he could create a PayPal, and then you give out your PayPal Me address.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be like PayPal Me, your name.
Damn, Belize banks don't work with PayPal either. It doesn't work in Belize. It doesn't PayPal either.
Is Belize a communist country?
Bro, it's crazy because my ex, like, that's where her family was from, and it was like I know they was sending them money, so I wonder, was it like you going to the Western Union?
Like he said, MoneyGram, Western Union. That's strange though. That's corny.
Damn, you can't. Like, so it says XC is an international currency. Okay. Yeah, no, it looks
What about Yeah, you can keep it over there. Are we back? Because my mic sounds live. Hey, we thought it was over, man. We had some technical difficulties with the stream. Seems Belize did not like the way we were speaking of their country.
They didn't.
And they reached out to Sticky Paws and said, no more. But we're back. And live with Amir Rudon. All right, did I say that right?
You can say Rudan.
All right.
If you roll the tongue, that's cool.
So what is it, Rudon?
Yeah, Rudan.
Okay.
Rudon.
And we do have a Cash App for you guys. His girlfriend has a U.S. Cash App. So if you want to support, you can definitely send that to his girlfriend at $. Let me get a screen share.
Zoom in on that, Ness, please.
More than that?
Yeah, just so there we go. In case people are watching on their phone, they're able to see it. So it's very simple. $ALLYWGN. ALLYWGN. Don't forget the $ in front of it. We do appreciate those.
Every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts, and obviously, this is just a fighter trying to make his way. Going through those sacrifices that many fighters have to go through just to get an opportunity. So any way you guys can help in any way we can help, please support. Once again, $ALLYWGN.
They said, yo, Ness called it a communist country and the stream went down. Yo, I just didn't understand why they're not allowing so many things that work greatly for others to work over there, bro. But it did give us an opportunity to meet your best friend who plays a certain role as a trainer and your girlfriend. And, at least I got to tell them that I think that they're wonderful people for making this journey and helping you with your dream, man. Now it's just up to you to put in the work. Look, someone there says, D. Mossy sending now some cash. Shout out to you.
And then, yeah, everybody's saying every dollar counts. No, definitely.
It does,
guys.
man. If 1 million of you send $1, my man, he ain't even gonna fight.
My man's gonna move to Texas with his girl.
Yo, 1 million.
And have like 6 kids.
Not really, because 1 million American is 2 million in Belize. Right. So he might go back and buy that little resort he was at. So we're going to get him into Bones Adams today. I'm waiting for Bones to hit me back. He was up early, hitting me up early. Look. So we'll see, and we'll get you in there. Even though today's not sparring, but they probably, you're 130.
Sean, bro.
Yeah, but Sean sparred yesterday.
Yeah, he did spar yesterday. But I'm sure just being able to get some work and whatnot, anything would be appreciated.
And to work with another U.S.-based coach, pick up some stuff, soak in some things.
Former world champion.
Yeah,
former world champion.
He'll be on the show tonight. Bones Adams will be on the show tonight.
Yeah. And it's really cool with Bones because it's a private gym and you just never know who's going to walk in.
Yesterday, Stitch Duran walked in.
Yeah, we were there maybe a couple months ago. Larry Holmes was in there.
Wow.
So it's gonna be great, man, and we're gonna get you in there.
That baller that I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins, NBA star, he was in there getting some work in. So definitely gonna get you in there so you could get some work before you head back home, man. Before you head back home, we do appreciate you coming on, man. Hopefully you could get your clientele up here and are able to stay up here and get some fights, get back in the ring, and because obviously you came here, boxing is so much bigger here, and the opportunities are gonna be here.
If your girl lives in Texas or back and forth, why not just stay in Texas with her? She's live with family over there. No room. I get it. It's tough, man. It's tough.
So people are asking again, that's how they can send him money. You mind pulling that Cash App back up?
Absolutely. Wait a minute. There we go.
Once again, it is $ALLY.
Make sure Allie tells us who's sent money so that we can give a shout out to whoever has sent some money live and obviously thank them for looking out. Brandon, I'm waiting for you to send me the post because I don't have it. And unless there may not be one. So what would you say is, what would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life? What would you say is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life your most memorable moment from this trip? What's your most memorable moment?
My most memorable moment would be working with G Squad, like being in there with him. And of course, he's on his way to the top, you know, so just looking at him, learning from him, you know, like live in the flesh, no more from an Instagram story or YouTube videos, because that's all it's ever been for me. It's just through screen.
Wow. So you never had an official trainer?
Well, when I started boxing for like maybe the first couple of years, I had a trainer, but he preferred like heavy hitters. So me and my brother started at the same time, and he preferred working with my brother than I. So I would just look on from the side. And after that, he was starting to catch like heart attacks because of his age, and he didn't come to the gym as much, but I still wanted to continue, so I just kept on looking for information on YouTube, and you know.
See, I told you balling, man. You need to stay here. Trey Diramas, I don't know, Dirimas, but we'll go with Trey. Sent you a fat $25.
Thank you for that.
Then you got Bashir sent you $5. Ali sent you $5. Must Be sent you $5, and D Mossy sent you $10.
Thank you, guys.
So that's practically almost another stay. If you pick the right hotel, that's a whole day. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to our listeners and our audience that is supporting and you know, being able to contribute to this man's journey. It is a wonderful story. I'm gonna have to talk to Coach now to see what he thinks, man. See, he's like, hey man, we had that guy on. What you really think about him? See what he thinks, man. If you got the skills, because heart and determination you've clearly have shown, man, to come across country and try to make this dream a reality. There is no
multiple
post.
countries.
There is no post for him, so. We might have to end it if you don't have any other questions, because those are all mine.
No, I just want to once again remind everybody.
We got another Cash App came through.
Of that super chat, it is $ALLYWGN, and it's also in the chat
and on the screen. And you just received another $5 from Blount. Looks like you might have got another $25 from Davidian. God bless you, Davidian. That's
Shout out to
all the way
Davidian.
in Buffalo Falls. Shout out to Davidian. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are truly amazing. I love the way you guys step up, man. And you know, God is gonna bless you 10 times, bro. Because you know, it's always good to do good for someone else other than yourself. But please give out your social media for anybody who isn't following. You can do so and be on your journey.
You can follow me on Instagram at king_mir, MIR_02, or on Facebook at Amir C. Rodon.
So that's King_Mr_02, and on Facebook at Amir C. Rodon.
All right, Amir, man.
Thank you,
I'm so happy you were able to stop by. I'm so happy you were able to give our audience your story, man. It's you know, this sport is established for, you know, the blue collar guy, you know,
Absolutely.
and that's exactly what you are. You're showing it that by any means necessary, you want to try and accomplish your dream, and the Boxing Voice will be behind you 100%. So yeah, we hope you do make it back.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone who cash at me. You know, I truly appreciate it. It means a lot. It means everything. Thank you to you guys for having me.
Another one, champ. You about to get rich over here. $10 from Yaya, a girl who loves boxing. I love when our 7% step up, because we got, you know, it's usually a male-dominated sport, but we do have women that listen. So shout out to her.
I think we got another one too, based off of Chuck's comment. But no, man, definitely happy.
Oh shit, someone sent a 50. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
okay.
is that
Chuck sent $50 American. Damn. And then then the one that I seen, which was 10 from Yaya.
Man, shout out to everybody. Keep supporting. Man. We do appreciate it. That's what this is about.
It's not gonna stop.
The voice of the people. There is no
George
equal.
sent $10 for your next fight. Shout out. Jay Miller sent 20. Good luck, champ. You balling. See? Extend that
It's
trip, man.
Blessings, bro. It's blessings, and we can't wait to have you back, bro.
Yeah,
So,
man. We gonna try and get him some work.
Look at Chuck right there. That's crazy. Chuck just said, I have a 3-bedroom house in McKinney, Texas. He can stay with me.
Wow.
I appreciate that.
Shout out to Chuck, man.
Uh-oh, you got another one. $5 more from Antonio. They loving you. They loving you, champ. This is what boxing is about, man. It's you know, it's an inner city sport. It's a blue collar sport. It's made for, you know,
it's
opportunity.
Really,
it's to give you opportunity. When you think you just can't do anything, fighting will get you to that next level. When, you know, our audience is showing you that you can if you just continue to try. We're gonna go ahead and end it. Take this picture with him, and we will be right back. Let me see. Are we up to date on all the super chats? Actually, go ahead and start, and I'll catch up on these super chats.
All right, champ.
But we are here with, last stopped off, I believe, on Daniel McKenzie says, imagine if they would have waved off the fight after the second time Fury got dropped. And then Tell Ray says, my guy Greg, the best trainer in the world, best boxing mind in the world. United 46 from the UK, $2 super chat, or £2. He says, Steve, they agreed yesterday was Wednesday. Laugh out loud. Yeah, man, Steve played us. Thank God for Brian Custard that confirmed it is in October, and that they have agreed. That is all the super chats I got in San Antonio. Oscar, what's up?
What's up? So they did agree to the fight in October?
According to Brian Custer, yes.
Cool, man. That's cool. Hey, Ness, I love you, bro, but you're starting to sound like that little boy from Troy, man. You know what I mean?
Troy?
One thing Mexicans are, yeah. You know, remember when he said, hey, they're looking for you, and he's like, he's a big man, a very big man. I wouldn't fight him. You're starting to sound like that, bro, because one thing Mexicans are, very technical. If that dude wants to go and fight Bebo again, let him fight him. If he gets beat, he gets beat. If he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. Because, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I wouldn't fight him, and that's what they're starting to sound like, that little boy from Troy, man. Remember what he says after that? Achilles, what does he say after that?
No clue, but you're going to tell us.
You say, and that's why you would never be remembered. That's it, man. Y'all have a good day. Shout out to my sanitation workers out there.
Shout out to you. Thank you for calling in. We do appreciate it. And on Discord, looks like I got the one, the only King Born in here.
Brooklyn Jew is coming through your town.
Let's get to it.
When you see old dirty bastards in a position like that, then you know they don't get ready to bust your.
I love my TVV, comrades.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Listen, man. What? Goddamn Spider Crime, goddamn Shao Shane. That's all I need, and I'm good.
SDS Promotions.
Real quick, shout out to Majid that also sent fat $12 to our Belize guest via Cash App. Shout out to our audience that truly steps up for these young fighters. But King Born on Discord, what up?
Unmute yourself, King.
King Born going once, King Born going twice. King Born.
Hey, yo, you hear me, right?
We don't hear you.
Yeah.
We don't hear you,
Yo,
actually.
You hear me, right?
I actually don't.
Listen, man. Listen. You heard? You there?
I don't hear you.
What?
Nah, I'm here. What up?
Listen, man. I love my TVV comrades. I love my TVV live chat comrades. Yo, Ness, man. Remember
What up?
3 years ago, I got on this call, said we never gonna get this fucking fight. Said we never gonna get it. They never gonna fight.
Mm-hmm.
I need the crow. I need the spinach and the salmon crow. You know what I mean? Crow meal. I can't believe it. It's hot. This is for the official, undisputed, pound for pound, number one boxer in the world. Bud versus goddamn Errol Spence. All the Aquaman, all the Gordon fishermen, all the fishermen, all the big fishermen around the world, y'all got your chance to fight this man. It is on. It's in October. It's in what? Your second hometown, third hometown, that's Las Vegas. It's going to be civil war back here. Motherfuckers is going to go buck wild. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got to see who the undercard is. Yo, Ness, I know you're going to be doing some wild shit with everything promotion. Listen, y'all, real quick. This is where I need promoted at. I need it in New York. I need it in LA. I need it in Atlanta. I need it in Dallas, Texas. I need it in goddamn Omaha, Nebraska. And I need it in the UK. Because them two dudes slayed all them UK supposed to be giants out there, you heard? So listen, man, that's what they need to do. They need to push this shit. It's 4 months away. We don't got the date. I'm hyped up. Everybody get hyped up about this shit, man. And yo, Ness, you gonna have Bone Adams on? That shit gonna be crazy tonight, man. Like I said, pump the fight up, pump the fight up, pump the fight up. Let's go. Love everybody. Peace. I'm at this delivery.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Let's see. Is there anybody else on Discord, George?
Nobody on Discord, but we got Blog Talk.
Oh, do we? Whoa. Right. We got the George sanitation worker. And looks like we are going to the 3-1 dose. 3-1 dose. Looking for, is this unknown in Chicago? Nope. This is, yes. Who are you, sir? Hello, on Blog Talk. Hello, on Blog Talk. Just listening. 312-825. Going once. Going twice. All right. Hello.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes, what's your name, brother?
Yes, this is unknown.
No.
Chicago. Danny, what up, man? What up, boy?
What's up?
Shit, look, this is what I want. I just want to say R.I.P. to all the fallen soldiers in Chicago. A lot of crazy shit's been happening. But most importantly, man, y'all got Spence or y'all got Crawford? And is that fight done? Is it sealed and it's being delivered?
It sounds that way, man. According to Brian Custard, it's happening in October. And both men have agreed, yes.
Gotcha. Another thing I like to kind of voice, this whole Canelo Triple G beef, bro. Look, I don't know, but to the boxing fans out there and to people who watched the first 2 fights, there ain't no beef. Canelo's the one talking all this shit. Canelo looks scared. Canelo don't look confident, and Triple G's just cool as hell over there thinking about, I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out. And I don't know, man. I think Canelo, since that Bilbo loss, he got too much emotion. Yeah, he's going to come out there mad and mean and try to knock dude's head off. But you can't knock Triple G's head off. Canelo couldn't knock Triple G's head off in what? How many minutes they have? 50 minutes total, both fights? Or 24 minutes or whatever? So, man, I think Canelo's losing it. I mean, he's a great Mexican fighter. I don't know if he's the best of all time. I think Julio Cesar.
All right, champ, thank you for calling in. Obviously, we appreciate it. We do got a super chat from Ohio Runs Boxing that says, see ya in Las Vegas. Champ, you already know if you were coming to Vegas, DM me, but I think he's talking about see us in Las Vegas because the fight will be happening in Las Vegas. But if you're coming to Las Vegas, hit me up so we could get you in studio. Ohio Runs Boxing. We'd love to have you. This Saturday, we're going to be having Kerry Bradshaw from the Spit Bucket Podcast. You guys know him from the Texas area. He covers Texas boxing a lot out that way. And yeah, man, he's going to be joining us with his co-host on the show on Saturday. And we're going to be having some good old boxing talk. You know him as Mr. IOTBA.
Oh, I was scrolling through my articles. Oh, yeah. I used to watch, because, you know, he had the end with Earl, so I used to watch all his shit on Facebook, of all places.
He had a big group on Facebook once upon a time. I don't know what happened, but he's been doing his thing for a long time.
Yeah, I just saw him last night. He was on Nika's show.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Making the rounds. Whoa. So this must be it. Nika was wearing a ski mask? What the fuck? Show this. Nika's crazy.
Oh, that must have been later. I ain't see that shit.
What the fuck is going on here?
What the next best thing for you to do was be Team Bud, and that's what you did. So you're over here crying to the people and trying to do that sob story.
What is Jake Donovan doing on here? Hold on.
And tell the people and realize that I have to not be biased. No, that's a whole bunch of bullshit. You got shunned by Team Spence, and then you started dick riding.
Oh! Yo, what the fuck was going on Nika show? It's levels to this debating. Shit, fucking with me at Knockouts with Nika tried dough. Everyone watch her shoot Birdie all in her feelings. Yo, he must have came back with a rebuttal.
If I was dick riding Team Crawford, they wouldn't have had to pay to get in our event. Each one of them motherfuckers had to buy NFT to get in our goddamn event. They wouldn't have got in there. Excuse me, let me talk. Jesus Christ.
I apologize, sir.
I know this the Me Too season, but let me talk.
The Me Too season. Oh, yo, the fact that she got the motherfucking mask on. What is up with that? Yo.
$2 super chat coming in from Mike Henry saying, "Sup, fellas? I'll be out there for Spence Crawford." What up, Mike?
Let's do it.
We'll be here.
Hey, that's Mike Henry, the barbecue man. Man, what up, Mike? I told you got to do our event, man. So hit me up, text me, man. We got to get you to cater our event. Right now, we're at 149,481. Only you can help us grow. We trying to get to 150 before July.
Fuck it. I said by the end of July. Before.
We want it before
it's
now.
It's a double show.
Now we want it before. Now we want it before.
It's a double show, and we about to go see Core. Core said we need the 150.
We need the 150.
So we about to hit the road. We about to go see Core.
Only with the 150.
We about to judge.
Us down.
Hold on. We about to judge a fucking bikini competition at Wet Republic tomorrow. Right? We about to drive to Houston 20 hours to go see the unified champion of the world himself. Come on, man. And as I say that, somebody unsubscribes. Y'all some fucking haters.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, I'm out then. I'm out.
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah, Nesta Gibbs, TikTok, Nesta Gibbs, YouTube personal channel, The Boxing Voice on all platforms. Remember to follow us there so you can stay up to date on the latest and greatest. Our Instagram be popping. We always put the smaller news, even the bigger news. But, you know, things that can't become its own show, they're always on our Instagram. We're out.